Hawkins. From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
Good. I was muted when I coughed. Anyway, good morning. How the heck is everyone this morning? Happy Hump Day. Happy New Comics Day. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a great one so far. It is April 14th, 2021, and welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with me, your host, Brian K. Morris. And you saw the introduction, so you know who I am. But, of course, we're going to start this with thanks because we're always thankful to be here. I want to thank the Rising Tide Broadcasting Network for being a part of us and for powering this show. And check out that schedule. Take a screenshot there because we provide entertainment and information 7 days a week. Pretty powerful lineup of shows there you'll see. And tomorrow it's going to be huge. It's going to start out in the morning with TED Talks timepieces at 10 a.m. Eastern. All times are Eastern. And you figure out where you live and plan accordingly. And then at 7 p.m. tomorrow night is Comic Book Spectrum, where I'll be joined by Eric Hawkins, Clyde Hall, and Brian Rodman. We're going to talk about current releases and our favorite smelly comic books. Yes, sirree. We're going to bring the olfactory into the sensory experience that is reading comic books. Then after that at 8 p.m. is Creative as Hale, where Amy Hale and John will have a very special guest, as always, so please check it out. And then following that is Stupid O'Clock with Joe Dog McKeel and Skunk Rocker and the whole Stupid O'Clock gang, that after convention hours conversations you know you love. You'll stay up all night to have them. You don't know where it's going to start, and you sure as hell don't know where it's going to end up. But Joe Dog and crew are going to be there piloting the thing, including the stupid after show. So stay up late, and we'll write you a note in case you have to go to school the next day. But anyway, thank you for checking those shows out. I think you're going to be amazed. Also, we want to thank our Patreon subscribers. Patreon is a service where for a modest monthly contribution, you can support your favorite creators. And these are the people who support me, and I thank them very much. And seriously, it's because of guys and gals like this and the people that contribute to our tip jar as well, who keep this show on the air, running happy, running wild. And we hope you'll become one of them. And it's not like we're asking you to contribute and not get anything for it. I promise you will. You'll get all kinds of wonderment, including looks at my special blog that's seen nowhere else, as well as peeks at our current work in progress. The Terrors, if you saw a terrific Jeffrey Hayes cover, you'll know what I'm talking about. And speaking of Jeffrey Hayes, we're sponsored today by Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your readers. That's what turns them into readers, is a strong cover, and Jeffrey Hayes can provide that. He also does graphics that'll help you promote that work, as well as beautiful trailers. You saw 2 of them leading off this show. So please check out what Jeffrey Hayes can do to you at plasmafiregraphics.com. Also check out his Facebook page, Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. And I'm going to put up a little banner there reminding everyone that if you like what you see and hear at any time, please like this video on Facebook. Also, give it a thumbs up on YouTube. And please consider subscribing on YouTube also. We've been having some problems with Facebook this week. People that have been going on to my profile page have been typing comments, but they can't see them. I don't see them showing up on the screen. So please do not hesitate to go over to the Rising Tide Broadcasting page or the also the Rising Tide Publications page on Facebook, or just come on over to YouTube. All right, that's the easiest way to do it. Links are above. And I want to apologize for the picture quality. We are having issues with the internet here in Lafayette, Indiana. It's a piece of crap. Anyway, Teresa Dunn is first in the gate at 9:44. Good morning, Brian. Mwah. And fellow creatives, today is shining. It's going to be a little warmer today, I think, and we are going to have a great day. And congratulations from the desk of small press publisher Joe D. McPhee. Good to see you. Check out his show. Check out his show last Saturday with Karen Nicole and Lisa Malone. Great show. Great interviews every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on Saturday nights. And morning all. Good morning to you, Joe. Hope you're having a great day so far. Carl Witzman. Good morning, everyone. Michaela got here first. What the hell? Well, she didn't. It didn't show up on screen, at least not from the YouTube side of things. And Teresa says, who cares if they got here first? No competition. It's true. And no competition here. Just surprised that Michaela was here so early. And I don't see her. I don't see her here on YouTube. I wonder what happened. And from the Small Press Publisher saying good morning to everyone, and good morning to Grant Lankard. Good to see you, sir. Hope you got that problem with your printer taken care of. Yeah, I have to say that, not to diss the people who run the place that you went with, but I've seen some pretty substandard work come from that place, and the customer service is dreadful. Seriously. It took me 4 days to get a download of a comic book, And it got to the point where I'm like, just keep the 99 cents. I don't need it that bad. And they were like, oh, no, we got to get it. It just was an ugly thing, and I have not gone to them ever since. And good morning to you, Carly. Mwah, good morning. Hope you're doing well this morning. And Pops Fans and Comics Talk. Well, we're waiting. Yeah, I was waiting too to get on. So we'll see what happens if I ever show up. And hey, everyone, it doesn't matter. Nothing really matters. Nothing, anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. There's a new copyright claim. Anyway, Jeffrey Hayes, good morning, Wednesday. Good Wednesday morning, Nevermorians. And check out plasmafiregraphics.com because Jeffrey Hayes told you so. You'll be glad you did. And first to smash the like, God bless you, Pops Van Sant. Remember, every time you smash the like or you subscribe on YouTube, an angel gets its wings, and comic book prices go down by 5 cents. So anyway, and Keisha Acuff talking to us from Facebook. Mwah! Hope you're doing well this morning, darling. Good to see you as always. And Sheridan, now I can relax. Thank you, Pops Van Sant. You are a treasure, young man. Treasure indeed. And Carl Whitson saying hello. And Grant, hope you're feeling more up today. It'll all work out. Yeah, seriously, it will. And I've been talking to printers all morning to fix the problem I was talking about yesterday. For those who don't know, print my comic book and the that is Trey Scary. I don't know if you're talking to other printers at this point. Like I said, I definitely recommend Comics Wellspring. And if you can afford to, and if you are of a mind to print more than say 100 copies, you might check with private printers. I had mine done out of when I did mine 3 years ago, I printed about 700 copies altogether, but I I went to a private printer for that, and I got a decent price. So I underpriced the books, though, is the problem. But that's just me being disorganized. And someone who is totally organized is Christian Basil. Last night's Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, always a good time at 6 p.m. every Tuesday evening. Good to see you, sir. Arise, Wednesday Morris Monster, arise. I am aware of your presence by the scent of freshly printed comics and dollar store talcum powder. So fly high, fly above the fray, and find us our dark mistress who has disappeared like a bad Pink Panther movie. I've done my part in putting her picture on milk cartons all over the planet. Good for you. Good for you. No, I think she is withdrawing again, and that's, sometimes you have to do that on social media, just to maintain your sanity, because it can be such a cesspool. I totally understand. I really do. And Bill Sargent says, good morning to all the frolic fez man. Frolicking fez. More coffee. Yes. Good morning to the frolicking freckled fez man. How'd you know I had freckles? I only have them down. Never mind. And all the camel riding a smoking hump day happy people. No, they smoke cigars once a month on Carl and Ted's cigar show on YouTube and all proper places. And the legend, okay, we got that. We read that earlier, and good to catch it in the proofs, Grant. And think some people skip the proofs. Yeah, that doesn't make a bit of sense to me. Some people say, well, I don't want to, like with certain books, you can say, well, I don't want, my novel's perfect. I don't need to spend $8 on a proof. Bull, you don't. That proof, I tell people, do you want to find the mistakes or do you want your readers to? Imagine how you'd feel if you'd gotten all those printed and then you find the mistake. I think it'd be a little difficult for you to get your money back at that point because you didn't get a proof. So it is the buyer's fault in that, unfortunately. But Grant, I hope you get that. Hope you get that straightened out, sir. I'm pulling for you. I really am. And good morning from Ted Davies Artistry, teddaviesartistry.com, also on Facebook and on YouTube, where you need to subscribe to his channel. Good morning. Shot scheduled for the Davies tomorrow, but not till after Ted Talks Timepieces, because Ted's got priorities. Saving the planet and health versus doing his show, and he picked doing his show. Good for you, Ted. I'm proud of you. And anyway, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, Ted's going to talk timepieces, and it's always a fun show. Now, you may think, oh, goody, wristwatches. Ted is an aficionado of fine wrist chronometers. We're going to use that word. I don't care what it really means. Anyway, wristwatches. And anyway, he brings a lot of fun to that. So please check it out. It's worth watching, definitely. So I highly endorse it. And then stay tuned to your computer at 7 p.m. tomorrow night for a spate of really good shows. Pardon me. As I said earlier, leading off with Comic Book Spectrum at 7, Amy Hale's Creative as Hale at 8, and then at 9 is Stupid O'Clock on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Bill Sargent says, good morning, Bill. Count your blessings, for despite your troubles, your blessings are many. And hashtag bring Cookie home. Definitely. Cookie's in the next room. She's working in the studio today doing her coloring thing, as they say in rock and roll. And hashtag Legend of Traveling TARDIS, Michaela Jade. It's not about who came first, it's about who's smiling in the end. Oh, that's what she said. And Pop says, you were fuzzy today. Well, you're pretty hairy yourself, dude. Get off it. No, we're having internet problems, and I can't help it. So Eric Hawkins says, I highly recommend both API printing and Comics Wellspring. I've had great product from most of them. Yeah, I've only had one issue with Comics Wellspring, and I understand they don't do it anymore, but Mike Kazinger had a print run that he would use the glossy cover, and the gloss was so much it would not hold permanent marker. Even you could, once it dried, you could run your finger across the signature and it was gone. So that's why when we did Spencer Spook, I chose a matte coating, because I knew I'd be signing those things. So anyway, Rick Bradley, good morning to you, my friend. Rick Bradley was our guest last night on Clever Tile Pending. Please check that out. That was such a good show. Rick was amazing and a lot of fun, even with our technical difficulties once the show ended. But anyway, it was good to have you on last night, Rick. We're going to do that again. And please follow this man, rickbradley.com. Also, his page is on Facebook. He is awesome. And once you've swept sewage out of your basement or changed baby diapers, the cesspool of social media is nothing. I don't know about that because that, at least the stuff in the basement and poop in the diapers, you can take a good bath and get rid of that. There is nothing that washes the stink of social media off of you except mental Clorox, and they don't make enough of it. Back in the cereal box. Hey there, friends and foes. Happy New Comics Day. John B. Pica, glad to see you. Check him out as The Impossibilists on Patreon, also johnpica.com. Also check out, he's got a brand new book, Tales, starting out the Tales of the Decoverse on from Seventh Star Press. Congratulations, John. Good to see you. And there she is, our darling Amy Hale. Mwah, good morning to you. And thank you again for all the hard work you've done for me, Amy. Thank you. And you saw some of it last night on Clever Title Pending. Amy has been in a video cutting frenzy here. She is very good. God, I'm jealous. She is so talented, and I am such a hack. And she's also got a brand new book called Neuroses coming out that I'm looking forward to seeing my art copy and give you some quotes and stuff because I know I'm going to love it. But it's a brand new book, a psychological thriller from Amy Hale. She is awesome. Check it out when it's available. And people have been very nice sending me their printer recommendations, but it's a little overwhelming. The whole process, Grant Lankard, is overwhelming. But just sift through them. Some printers actually, if you ask them nicely enough, will send you samples of their work. I chose the printer I did, which, by the way, is Total Print Solutions out of Watson, Illinois. And they did a superlative job on the book that Eric Hawkins and I did a number of years ago. And what's really cool is that after seeing Eric's graphics files, they reproduced 100%. I mean, there was no degradation in signal there. I was really happy with the glorious results. So please, also consider some private printers. Again, it's going to depend on the quantity that you print, because as you know, the more you print, the more the per unit price goes down. But if you're looking at like a couple hundred copies, then definitely go with print on demand. But there are so many other places that do superlative work, and I've seen what Eric's World of Oz, I think it's API printing, and they do an amazing job. They did a fantastic job on his stuff, and I've seen a lot of stuff come out of Comics Wellspring. And also, if you contact Liberty Entertainment with Varian Grant's distribution outfit, and you have it printed at Comics Wellspring, he lives just a short drive from there. If you ask him about distribution comic shops, he can actually pick up your copies before they mail them to you. So, he'll take out his share and get them into the pipeline, and then Comics Wellspring will. Now, I don't know exactly how that works, so you need to talk to Varian Grant about that. PM me if you need more information. And Pops Van Zandt will be interviewed by Don Chin today at 2 p.m. Eastern. Looking forward to being on the other side of the equation. There we go. Hope he interrogates you strongly, sir. And you're going to have fun, Pops. I knew the time would come when you could be the star of the show. That is so cool, Pops. Congratulations. We'll be checking that out. And Back in the Cereal Box says, if you missed the debut of Ice Cream Queens on Sunday, you must really check it out on our channel by all means. And please like and subscribe. Carl Witzman says, Ted, that is the rabies shot, the one shot or the two? Yeah, what is it? I noticed that at least in the state of Indiana, or not so much in the state of Indiana, but our county is kind of asking for a pause on the Johnson & Johnson Mytron and Miley Cyrus shot because of a possibility of blood clots in the brain. But they said they are also looking into it because that is also the symptom in some patients of COVID-19. So they are pausing on that now. Ted Davies is getting his shot tomorrow. I will be getting my second shot tomorrow. So if I'm face down during Comic Book Spectrum tomorrow night, you'll know what happened. My superpowers are manifesting is what it is. The mutation will finally kick in. I can't wait. So anyway, it's gonna be great. And New Comics Yum tonight on our Facebook page. Please check it out. And back in the cereal box. And then our Saturday morning show this weekend, Memphis hosts some of the best cosplayers in the country. That sounds like fun. Thank you for that, John B. Pica. And good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. Last night's clever tile pending was so much fun with Rick Bradley, wasn't it, though? He's a hoot. And informative, too. Tons of fun, especially when the Comic Book Spectrum crew showed up and just harassed Rick and Brian for a bit. If you missed it, go check out the rerun. Yes, that show is just as tasty in the replay as it is watching. So please check it out. And again, got to apologize for, I'm looking at our picture on Facebook, and let's see, and am I getting any comments? I think I am. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I don't think I'm getting all the comments is what it is. Let me do a quality check here. Folks, if you are on my personal page on Facebook, I am not getting all the comments. So you might want to switch to either the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page or the Rising Tide Publications page if you want me to see your comments. For instance, I see that I've got a couple. Eric Hawkins goes live on Monday the 26th. Sign up now. And also Ted Davies' new book, Grim 101, is launching Sunday, April 25th. See the preview and follow it on Kickstarter. You'll be glad you did. And I did get John B. Pica's comment there. Okay. So anyway, please check that out. And Carl Wisman, ew, I have Twitter all over me. I know, right? I mean, you got to go through the car wash. And, set it on strong, but I love it when the wax goes on. But anyway, Brian Rodman, today I will be celebrating New Comic Book Day by going to a comic book store for the first time in over a year. Oh my God, please record that. Please live cast if you could. Guys, I'm so freaking excited about this. Not sure what I'm reviewing yet, but I'll find out tonight. Excellent. I'm over the moon for it. I really am. I mean, I've been fortunate enough that our shop, except for like the first couple of months of the lockdown, they were able to stay open. And it, I know it was tough on a lot of retailers, but this was like comic book retail Darwinism. The strong survived. So anyway, Brian, we're so excited for you. Please broadcast that. I want to see the joy in your face. And Comics Wellspring, says Brian Rodman, has been absolutely fantastic to me. I've only ever used them, and we've not had any issues other than the ones we're supposed to have. See what I did there? Well played, young man. No wonder you're a writer of Memoirs of an Angel. It's Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist. And Rick Bradley, good to see you again. Haven't seen you since last night or the comment you made a minute ago. And if you would like to get all 4 of the 5 books Rick Bradley recommends should be on everyone's bookshelf, go to my Amazon author page at that address there. Please check it out. You can grab copies of The Nightmare Collective, Marvin's Night Out, Tales of the Weird and Strange, and the award-winning Pulp Reality #1. Yes, definitely get Pulp Reality #1. It is available right now from Stormgate Press and from Amazon. It is, like we said, it is an award-winning magazine here, and you'll dig the stories. Rick Bradley is in here, Clyde Hall, myself, Bobby Nash, Charles F. Milhouse. There is all kinds of wonderful in there. In fact, if you need, here you go.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on Days Gone By with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
So please check that out. Pulp Reality #1, a great, great book. I'm very proud to be in there. And Carl Wisman says the Johnson Johnson caused 6 cases of clots out of 6 million shots. Yeah, exactly. But our local is very concerned about could there be more sort of thing, and is there a direct correlation between the two? They're kind of putting it on pause, although we still got plenty of Pfizer and Moderna. And also the fact is, if the article I read this morning was correct on the news, that all of the 6 cases were all females. So I don't know if that's a correlation there. It's probably a plot. That's why you need the tinfoil in your fez. You know what I'm saying? And Carl, Pfizer first shot. Excellent. We had the Moderna a few weeks ago, and I had a small reaction to it. Recommendation to everybody, especially if you get the Moderna shot, take something to eat before you go in. Because it did something to my blood sugar, and my blood sugar just plummeted, and I'm not prone to that. Grant Laker says, by the way, the sale on fonts at Comic Crafts ends tomorrow. I stocked up on horror fonts. Clue for what my next project after Beowulf is. Yes. And John Celestri, good to see you, sir. John Celestri was a guest of ours on Clever Tile Pending a while back. Please check that show out. And Brian, your stream is very low grade on both Facebook and even on YouTube. Yes, our local internet, it should be cleared up now. It should be cleared up, though. But yeah, we had some problems on our local broadcast. There we go. And Facebook was way behind as far as time goes. I was just checking the two, but see, John, you're showing up cured everything. Now, if we could just get Facebook to let all my comments come through, I have a feeling it's just going to save them up. We're going to have one just monstrous it's inevitable. Anyway, but John, we hope you're enjoying the show and glad to have you here. And thank you for the updates on your book that's coming out soon. I'm excited to see it. I really am. And Brian Robbins says, Rick Bradley, I had a blast last night. Thank you for the comments. Yes, thank you so much, Brian. We appreciated the Clevermorian community coming out to razz us both. It made it a lot of fun. Back in the Cereal Box says, I did a test and posted the same content on Facebook and YouTube. You got YouTube first. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, YouTube is almost, I would say about 80%, a few seconds ahead of Facebook as far as broadcasting goes. Not that it matters, but right now I'm having issues. John, keep an eye on Facebook because it's not letting all of the comments come through from my personal page. It seems to be doing okay on other pages, but like the Rising Tide, Cathy Jackson's books and stuff, but not on my personal page. And I understand I'm not the only person having this, so it's not just me. Clyde Hall, good to see you, sir, and glad you were there last night. If Brian K's face down on Comic Book Spectrum Thursday night, I won't blame the vax. I'm going to accuse olfactory overload from our comics and aromatic. I can't even pronounce it. I'm laughing so hard. Episode. Yes, we're gonna take the most wondrous, odoriferous books from our collection, and I'm excited. I'm going to go downstairs today and pick one. Boy, I've got a lot because I've got mine in a little enclosed room, a little enclosed environment, and you walk in and you get that smell. I mean, there's a lot of us who collect comics that if someone would make a cologne of that stuff, we'd probably wear it. But no, it was a great idea. We're gonna have fun tomorrow night, and we do invite everyone to please come visit us on Comic Book Spectrum tomorrow night at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time. We're going to do our weekly book reviews of recent comic books. And also some other cool stuff, like talking about smelly comics. Now, I'm only sorry now that I don't have a copy of And Only Death Can Save Us by Russ Leach. Russ is an amazing artist. artist. He really is. And I understand that there's something in the ink that is bringing tears to the eyes of its readers, and not just the quality of the book itself. Which, by the way, I want to congratulate Randy Zimmerman and Varian Grant and all the people behind Indie Volt Revolt. Let's see, I think I need to update this thing. But as of yesterday, they had 49 backers. And I don't know if somebody... Yeah, well, they've got 49 backers. They're at $1,900. Please check out this project here. And here we go. Let me get that copied and put that in the comments. And hit the chat button, and we're off to the races. But yeah, please check that book out. There's a lot of great stuff. It's 52 pages right now, but when they cross certain backer barriers, which means once they hit certain backer numbers, they will add pages to the comic book. Okay, so it's 52 pages now, back like comics in the 50s. Okay, and it's just the book is just going to get thicker and thicker with quality material. Russ Leach is in there. Glenn B. Fleming is in there. Randy Zimmerman, I think, is going to do some stuff. Daphne Lage. And they're already packing all kinds of extras in there already to the backers. So please back that book. And let's see. Here we go. Let's get... Okay, there we go. Rising Tide Publications endorses them. It's at indiegogo.com/projects. Indie Volt Revolt Sequential Art Collections. Please check that out. That's a good looking package there, which, you know, I know Christian Basil's tired of hearing that by now. But anyway, please check that out. I'm really excited about that project. And I've told Randy Zimmerman that if he gets us, you know, we haven't talked about it, but I am willing to do a story for them. So everybody, please sign up. And all you have to do is just do $1. $1 helps them out. But check out their thank you list of the gifts they have, because this is going to be an exciting comic book. And once this is printed, they're going to. My understanding is they're going to print enough for the backers, and then they're going to print some extras to take care of overages and stuff, and then that's it. Okay, they're not going to be printing that, you know, they're not going to be running a whole lot of extra copies on that. And if you know a dealer, there's also a dealer's level on there where they can get a decent price for that. And, you know, Karen Nicole had a wonderful term for crowdfunded books on Joe D. McPhee's From the Back of a Small Press Publisher the other night, from the desk of a small press publisher, excuse me. But anyway, everything's on our backs, Joe. I understand. But anyway, Joe, I heard a great referral that Kickstarter comics are designer comics. I love that. And it's true. Because, you know, there's a very short run. It's all, you know, and it's all, you know, pretty much, you know, it's kind of like an artisanal comic book. So, you know, don't be shy to check these out, and don't be scared of the price. You know, see if, because a lot of these are worth the price to read. And Ryan Permisson, good to see you, my friend, and thank you for sharing. You are amazing. I love you, and I love you, Amy Hale, because Neurosis releases on April 20th. If we can do something to help you promote that, let me know. Maybe we'll have a special edition of Clever Title Pending or have you come on. Nevermind the Furthermore. And Ryan Permisson says, "Good morning, Nevermorians. How are you? Check out the latest episode of the podcast Talking Movies at Anchor FM, episode 94, because 93 just didn't quite do it. We need 94 of them. And the only thing better than number 94 will be 95 next time." And Brian Robbins says, "This week on the Dastardly Dingoes podcast, we had a fantastic sit down with the Nevermorians' own Jeffrey Hayes. It was a fantastic interview talking about Jeff's story, art, pop culture, and so much more, and how hard I am to work with, probably. Head on over to that address there for the Dastardly Dingoes and check it out after this amazing broadcast. Yes, I'd even understand if you dropped me and went to the Dingoes right now. It hurt like hell, but I understand. I so understand." But anyway, please, but no, check out Dastardly Dingoes. That is a super, super show. Brian and Jeremy and Alec do a great job on that. And Ryan Permisson says, "Happy New Comics Day. ICYMI. Check out our interview with comic shop owner Rick Shea of Famous Faces and Funnies in West Melbourne, FL. And check that out on YouTube. And please subscribe to that channel when you get there, all right? And back in the cereal box, I got blood clots because of COVID. Yeah, they said that is one of the symptoms, but these are happening in the brain, which means potential strokes, so that's not good. And there she is, Cindy Cap. Mwah, good morning. I only get to lurk today. My schedule is rotated around hour and a half, so break isn't until 11:30. I'm sorry, sweetie. I am so sorry. But anyway, darling, check out CKOEPP.com. And here, because we adore you, here's what we're going to do. Everybody, please check this wonderful lady's work out. She is a fantastic creator, a great friend to the Nevermorian community. And please check out the work of Cindy Cap.
Author Cindy Cap is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
CKOEPP.com for the best newsletter in the entire Nevermorian community. I love all the newsletters I get. Like Amy Hale's is always great, and Brian Rodman's, but Cindy's is like makes you feel better after you read it. So go to CKOEPP.com and sign up today. Also check out her books. And she's currently, if you were her Patreon supporter, you would have seen her amazing first issue of Animal Eye, her brand new first time ever comic book. So please check it out, and check her out on Patreon too. She is awesome. She really is. Ryan Permisson says subscribe to his channel, Nerd Culture channel, and get all the nerd culture you can you can handle, all the taste on your tongue. And anyway, I need more coffee and more nerdy content. Please check it out. And lurker mode engaged. Mwah. Cindy, your ears will be burning because we're going to talk you up here. And John, see, you were here, John, and that's what cleared it up. It would not dare give you the quality of picture you deserve. Now, please have Facebook do something about letting us see our comments on there. Please. And Ryan Permisson says, we are raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention for our campus walk. Every little bit helps. You can donate at this address here. Please, please, please. Please support this great project here. Suicide is still a major problem across this nation, and we cannot raise enough awareness for it. So please support Ryan as he's doing his part. And thank you, Ryan. Seriously, my friend, thank you so much for doing it. And scary stuff, John B. It is. That's why I'm getting my shot. I'd rather have about 64. I'd rather have about 12 to 72 hours of flu-like symptoms rather than brain clots and all that other crap. So anyway, here we go. Another billboard from Bill Sarton. We interrupt the Fez man with the freckles. Where are my freckles? We will not mention for this important announcement. Join the far out and groovy kids by clicking on that Sarton Art 76, the artwork of Bill Sarton on Facebook, for better days from yesteryear. I'm having a sale on all the prints of my sketches. 8x10 matte finished prints are normally $14 a piece, but now they're only $10 a piece, or 3 or more that can be purchased safe and securely through PayPal. So check out the artwork of Bill Sarton, where everything old is new again. And also, here is the link again to Indiegogo.com and the Indie Vault Revolt. It is old time comics as you like them. All self-contained, all top talent, really good stuff. I'm really excited to see some of that stuff. And remember, if we get enough people, I will do a story for Indie Vault Revolt, whether they want it or not. Anyway, yeah, every time I'm introduced on Sunday Morning Funnies, it's like, well, everyone here's got a story in Indie Vault Revolt, but Brian. And I pout. Anyway, Please check it out. It's a great package. Trust me, would I steer you to someone else, some other man's package if I didn't think it was awesome? No, I would not, because I care. And Ryan Permisson says, join us Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, and I quote, that's a great show, with award-winning author Dan Wells at that YouTube address. Please sign up for that page, subscribe to his page, and make sure you get the notification on YouTube for that. And the League of Impossibilists, thank you for jumping around, John. I appreciate that. Conventions are back. The League of Impossibilists will be at ICCCon there in Nashville this weekend with Back of the Cereal Box. Check it out and go and support your local con. Yeah, we are going to be at, thank you for opening the door for me, John. We are going to be returning to conventions this month, the 23rd and 24th. We will be in Hannibal, Missouri for Big River Comic Con. Please check out their page on Facebook. It is going to be a great time. I am a guest there along with Amy Hale and Eric Hawkins. And that, if you subscribe to my monthly newsletter, which you can do at this address here, it's absolutely free. We do not charge, and half the time we don't even try to sell you anything. What's wrong with me? But anyway, we're going to be at 6400 County Road 445, Hannibal, Missouri, and we're going to have a good time, but we'll have an even better time when you are there. So please join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I will be there, and along with Eric S. Hawkins and Amy Hale, and we look forward to seeing you all there. We'll make sure that we are fully safe for your protection. I'll be wearing a face shield, and I'll be drinking all the hand sanitizer I can. And we need 200 backers. Pops, how would you feel if they only got 199? You know what I'm saying? Because at 200, Pops will have a story in there. So please support it, or else Pops will cry. Pops will weep human tears in front of you, and he'll come to your house and cry in front of you. And it's going to be an ugly cry. I'm telling you, he's going to blow his nose in his beard. He'll be weeping. He'll be sobbing openly. So please, let's get to 200 and make Pops the happiest man on earth. Ryan Permisson says, great news. Amy Hale will be on, and I quote, in the future. Excellent. Stay tuned. Thank you, Brian, for introducing me to all these awesome people. Ryan, I gotta thank Brian Westhoff for introducing me to you. What are you talking about, dude? Anyway, but no, I'm delighted, and I'm going to be on a future episode very soon. So please check it out. And if you would like to be on Ryan's show, an excellent show, by the way, contact Brian for details. All right, he's way booked up, but I love it, and he's also getting his summer reading list together. So send him links via direct messenger. Amy, this is a good time. Send him your link to your new book. It'll be great. And I am way behind on everything, dealing with the death and upcoming funeral for my dad. John, continued condolences, man. I know what that's like. I have another friend who lost his father the day after you did. And I can still remember losing my mother 30 years ago. And, like I always say, may the memories always be golden. And, it's rough. I've said for years, if somebody ever peeves me off, I'm going to make them executor of my will. So, no, actually, I have an executor, so it's all good. But no, sincerest condolences, John. If you need a dry shoulder or something, man, just reach out, okay, man? That's why we're here. That's why we're friends. And let's see what we got here. And Back of the Cereal Box says, okay, popping around on all accounts to like and boost. Thank you, John. So very much appreciated. And again, look at the crawl down below. If you enjoy what you see, please take a moment and like this video on YouTube and give us a thumbs up like it on Facebook and give us a thumbs up on YouTube, and share us with your friends so you can see all the other cool people you hang out with. And also subscribe if you're on YouTube, because it helps us so very much. We are 48% up to 1,000. We'd like to hit 1,000 soon, and we're working on it. Anyway, please check us out. And let's see. And we're at 482 subscribers. We would love to get to 500 by the end of the month. So please share this video and let everyone know we're looking. Okay, please. Thank you. And Brian Robin says, deep in the jungles of Africa on a moonlit night, the stars will guide you to a tree illuminated with neon blues. If you pull the third branch from the bottom, you'll be magically transported to patreon.com/Brian K. Morris, where you can give your tithes and offerings to the jungle gods, or you can just go to the website and tip your host. Thank you. Yes, please check us out on since Brian brought it up. Where did I put that comment? It's way down the bottom now. There we go. There we go. Where are we at? I have lost it. I have lost my thing for the there we go. I found it. I put in a whole bunch of other banners here. But anyway, there is our Patreon page. And like I said, for $1 a month, you get mentioned in everything we do, just like these awesome people right here. And in addition to being mentioned in not just our broadcast, but also our books, our future publications, including audiobooks. You'll get a mention for just $1 a month, and you'll get to see my weekly blog. Every blog deserves a name, where we talk about whatever's on my mind, such as that may be. And also, for $5 a month, you can read chapters from my work in progress, The Terrors. And when we start working on other projects for ourselves, you'll get to see them first. Now, we show the first draft. I don't show my first draft to everyone, but my Patreon people got the treat. And so far, so good. Everyone's loving it. It's good 1940s superhero action. And anyway, for $10, you can also download many of our books. And we're excited. We've got some upcoming projects we're really, really thrilled with, and hope that you will be a part of it, and you'll help by being a Patreon subscriber. And what it does also, where our next immediate goal with Patreon will be probably to get high-speed internet, hopefully to avoid issues like we had at the start of the show. And thank you to everyone who stuck around. And please don't forget to like and love, like Cindy Kep, Brian Rodman did, and Ryan Permisson, Cathy Jackson, mwah, love you darn, Clyde Hall, and Jeffrey Hayes did. Please like us on Facebook and on all your social media, because that's where we're at. And let me take that down and get back to your comments and your content. Thank you, Brian Rodman, for that unsolicited testimonial. Also, check out his Patreon too. He's got some good stuff going too. Rick Bradley says, I was thinking about the Eric Hawkins comment last night about getting me to write some comic scripts, and I do have plans to put together a superhero anthology. Might have to have a comic book along with the book. You know, that would be a great thing. Especially first thing that struck me was if you have a prose book, and again, you could get a terror story too, you know. But if you had like a book, and then make one of the, like a thank you gift or a stretch goal, the comic book. All right. So, and you've got a great book that will teach you how to write comic books. From my favorite author. Check this out. It's got some fiction in here, but it also starts out with how to write comic books, and I include 4 sample scripts. So please check this book out, available on Amazon and on Smashwords, because when you care to send the very best. And Gospel Illusionist Jake Lindsay, welcome to the show this morning, sir. You'll never guess who I met last night. Famous TikTok magician with 2 million views, Jason the Great. Well, congratulations. That's excellent. And I'm now not a Society of American Magicians member anymore. I'm now officially part of the Fellowship of Christian Magicians. Oh, so you dropped out of the one organization? That's it. That's interesting. I'd like to know why. I'm just curious. You can send me a private message on that. And Cindy Kep is going under the wires right now. Someone distract the guards and feed the guard dogs, and let's get her out of there. Okay. Also, CKOEPP.com and check out her amazing website and her monthly newsletter. It's awesome. And back on the cereal box says we are switching things up after this month. We are looking for new co-hosts for our Saturday morning live stream show. If you are an energetic kid at heart, give us a shout. Well, that lets me out. Sorry. I'm just immature and I'm hardly energetic, as you know. But anyway, contact John B. Pica if you're looking for an opportunity there. And I'll get my mom at 100 to at 199. Already? I mean, good God, what's wrong with a woman, Pops? Get her on there. And and Comic and Toy Show, April 17th and 18th, says Cindy Cap. I get to go play this weekend with Dragons, Books, and Martians. Come visit me, EJ Sobretsky, and other cool folks. Yes, if you're in the Omaha, Nebraska area, please check out Cindy Cap. You will be glad you did. She is a wonderful lady, and then she's darting back into lurker mode. Don't tell anyone. She is a ninja. A crochet ninja. And I am officially an orphan. Oh, John, that's tough to process. I remember my mother saying that to me when my grandmother, her mother died. Her father had died back in the early 60s, and then her mother died in the 80s. I can't remember what year. And she told me that. That's the exact word she told me when I went to see her after getting the notice of my grandmother's death. And after I left the room when my mom, I consider myself an orphan because I haven't talked to my father in 45 years. And, but anyway, John, she leaves the best part of her behind, and that's you. All right. Never forget that, man. And Carl Wisman said Donna wanted to will our house to her niece. I asked her why she hated her niece so much. Oh, yeah, I have to admit we got lucky with our house. Minimal. All the fixing up we want to do is just like more cosmetic than anything. But we love our house. I like your house too. Of course, I don't have to live there, and I don't know all the problems. I know all the problems Donna's had with her office, so maybe I take that back. Don't will it to me, Carl, or I'm coming to get you. And Rick Bradley says, I too am in lurker mode now. Cindy, this adulting stuff is for the birds. I know, right? That's why I went into self-ownership here. And Brian Rodman, this evening, I'll begin work on the nebulizer. Yes, the angels rejoice. The nebulizer is about a chronic asthmatic and his feisty AI-controlled nebulizer suit as they fight through a post-apocalyptic world filled with allergen mutants. It's Bubble Boy meets Mad Max. Head on over to BrianRotman.com and sign up for the shenanigans today. That is exciting, Brian. I am so looking forward to that. And there she is, Michaela Jade. Mwah, darling, I'm glad to see you. Your comments weren't showing up on here for some reason. And Christian Jake, yeah, let's just say the other group were money hungry towards my dad, and they were stubborn to my family when we were there. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And you guys aren't orphans. You have a heavenly Father still with you. And we still have each other, too. So there is that. So, and thank you for that, Jake Lindsay. And we are now caught up with your comments until now. And someone's coming today to estimate fixing my office ceiling. Yay, but I'm going to miss the last of your show. Carly, if you're the last commenter, you could be the last commenter here. We are now officially caught up. I suspect that we are not getting all the comments here. No, they're coming in from YouTube. And let's take a look here at I'm not Mike Jimmy Laurisha DeBruin. I see your post there, but it didn't show up here, and that was 11 minutes ago. And yes, we are having a lovely day. Glad to see you. And Willow Schuyler, good to see you. And Ted Davies Grim 101 is on the way. We got that. So yeah, if you are watching us right now on my personal page, it's not showing up here on StreamYard. I think it's Facebook. Facebook's been screwing up some stuff lately. And Christian Jake says, test 1, 2, 3, is this thing on? Nope, sorry, can't hear a thing. And comment dump in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Didn't see it yet. But yeah, I suspect Facebook is having is screwing around, because I talked about it recently where like a couple of years ago they were saying, okay, build your business page like our Rising Tide Publications page on Facebook and have everything come out of there and then share to your personal page. Okay, we did that. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, then switch over to your Facebook page, your personal Facebook page, and share out from that because of security reasons I don't understand. And now, and it could be a security thing, it's not talking with StreamYard. I think we're going to have a word with StreamYard. And EJ Sobetsky, I hope I didn't mess up your name. Good to have you here. I'll be continuing work on my book for Winter's Night. Like Cindy Cap said, come see us this weekend. I'll have my first 3 books. Well, it's good to have you here. Hope you're having a good morning, and congratulations. You get to hang out with Cindy Cap. I am jealous, and hope that you have a successful show in Omaha this weekend at QuadCon. And Mike, yes, then we'll switch. Good man. The thing is, Mike Jimmy, first of all, glad to see you, my friend. I'm so happy to see you. And the thing is, your links don't go as well here, but you can actually write out like .com or whatever, and people will figure it out. And Cookie might get lunch on time today. It could happen. We're keeping an eye on the time. And Brian Rodman says, caught up with the comments? I'll fix that. Brian, where do you find yourself going for rest and inspiration these days? Well, first of all, I don't get any rest. I am obsessed with finishing this story I've got going for Bobby Nash. I'm 2,000 words away from my close on the first draft. And I'm doing the same process or a similar process to what I did on the Terrors, which results in a strong first draft for me. I had been like spew out the words kind of writer. But then I find myself, especially when I dictated it, doing extensive rewriting. But I'm following my very loose outline and producing the strongest first draft I can. And then that's saving me a couple levels of editing, or at least so far it is. And hopefully you've read the Terrors so far. And that's the similar process I'm using. And the first drafts come out pretty good on that. But anyway, what I do for inspiration these days, I go to YouTube. There are a number of pages that I follow regularly. I follow a lot of things right now on Karens and sovereign citizens and First Amendment frauditors, simply because there's story elements in their tales that I could use one day. I love Caitlin Doughty, who does Ask a Mortician, because she's hilarious and so informative. I adore her. I would love to meet her one day. I'd love to have her on the show. I should get over my imposter syndrome and ask her, shouldn't I? But that would be amazing. But anyway, it's mostly YouTube. And also I read, I do a lot of reading. I read positive affirmation stuff. I'm trying to catch up on my reading on Kindle and on trying to keep up on Hoopla. Hoopla brings me eternal joy. I'm currently reading a book on patriotic comic books from the 1940s on hoopla.com. By the way, and I believe that every person should have a voter's registration, a driver's license, and a library card. And I view all three as equally important. Hoopla.com, if you have a library card, if your library subscribes to the service, and many do, you can check out like 28 things a month. And this just doesn't include like graphic novels. No, this also includes television episodes, audio books, ebooks, movies, all kinds of stuff. And you can watch it on your favorite reading device. Plus, if you want, it has the same panel by panel reading thing. If you want to see the panel blown up in your screen, the same one that Comixology uses. So please check out hoopla.com. I recommend it highly. And plus, Brian, in all honesty, my main inspiration is hanging out with you and the rest of the Nevermorians, because you guys are frequently so upbeat and always so supportive that it is a super, super joy to be with you all. It really is. And Mike Jimmy Lorsha DeBruin on YouTube says, I received the proof prints on Life of Cora number 3 today. I'm still running on ecstatic adrenaline. As well you should be. I see you're on number 3. Now, it doesn't get old, does it? I keep telling people, and Rick Bradley confirmed this last night on my Clever Tile Penning show last night, that the thrill of opening that box and seeing your work in it, it doesn't get old, no matter how many times you do it. So, congratulations, Mike. I'm so happy for you. I really am. That's awesome. And Cindy Cap is popping up like a prairie dog. The Terrors is cool. Join Brian's Patreon to check it out. And ducking back into the tunnel. That's right. We got to get the dirt out of there, and she's going to just motorcycle. And anyway, please check us out on patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. We have all kinds of splendid thank yous for your ongoing monthly support. And we appreciate each and every one of y'all. And we've got the one, the only, the man with the countdown timer of the gods, the Skunk Rocker. Good to see you this morning, Kyle. I can finally be here for the show. My second stop has taken me over an hour to complete. Holy crap. I have so many 4-letter words to say about CBS right now. I won't say them, but I want to. Well, that's what Stupid O'Clock is for. Thursday nights at 9 p.m. and the Stupid After Show at 11. Anyway, the Skunk Rocker continues. Anyway, Brian, I am tired and wore out and just absolutely blah. And also, I had a concussion yesterday. Holy cats. Too. So, like, life is interesting. How are you? How's Nevermorians this morning? At least I didn't get bonked. Man, what happened to you, brother? I'm serious. Please take care of yourself. Wear a crash helmet. I've had a couple concussions, which probably explain a lot, right? But no, man, I'm sorry you had a morning, but hope your afternoon gets better, sir. We'll be thinking of you, I promise. Carleen, I'm right with you about 4-letter words from CVS Skunk. I have to say my local CVS is pretty good. They always seem to be backed up in the prescription department, though. They're always running around like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't know what's going on there. Right? Whereas I don't see that at my old pharmacy. That's odd. But it never gets sold, says Mike Jimmy, your Lordship DeBruin. This is our 10th publication. Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations, man. That's something to be proud of, because how many people don't get past the first? And Ninja Genko, good to see you. How are you doing this morning? How's the morning going? Doing great, especially on YouTube, where at least your comments are coming through on YouTube. Very disappointed. And Mark Leonard, I see you. Greetings from the prairie, sir. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. And I'm with Carl, Concussion Skunk. What the hell? And Ninja, I just said it sucks. Do you want more intricate detail on how much it sucks? I give you a clue. I can't feel parts of my right arm right now because it is numb. Holy cats. How hard did you get hit, buddy? Oh, that, Carl. Do you need to see a doctor? Are you having a ringing in your head or a severe headache right now, Skunk? And I'm saying this in all seriousness. Get it checked out as soon as possible, man. Like I said, I've had concussions before, and I got hit one time. Oh, this is probably about 15 years ago. This is about 20 years ago. I got hit one time so hard that it affected my balance and my it affected my inner ear for a number of years. In fact, it got to the point where I couldn't if I turned my head really suddenly, I got a migraine. So so please take care of yourself, my friend. Seriously, we need you. Skunk, we do need you here. And John B. Pike, I just applied to be a professional author guest for Dragon Con. Again, never been accepted and probably won't again, but these Dragon Con people don't like me. Well, it's tough to get in there, John. You have a lot of competition. San Diego Comic-Con is the same way. And I understand C2E2 is also. All of the Reed Pop cons. But Dragon Con has become like the San Diego of the South. It is huge. It is like hundreds of thousands of people down there. And it's one of those things where it is tough to get in there. And, you are a big fish to us, but they may not know how awesome you are. So just, there's other places, dude. There are other places. And Skunk Rocker says, I would reckon a 50 to 70 pound tote fell on my head yesterday. I would recommend about a 50 to 70 pound toad fell on my head yesterday. There's still parts of yesterday that are fuzzy, even after somebody explained what I did, like when I ordered Taco Bell. Oh my God, you ordered Taco Bell? Get to a doctor immediately. Oh my God, this is perilous, man. Taco Bell. I used to like Taco Bell until I started eating at genuine Mexican restaurants as opposed to the Americanized Taco Bell. And the American version of Southwestern and Mexican cooking. But once you get the real thing, it's tough to go back to Taco Bell, I think, because all I taste now is fat and salt in their stuff. And it's not horrible, but I just prefer healthier and more authentic. And then one time I was in one Taco Bell, which has been closed in Champaign, Illinois. I was waiting in line. I was placing my order, in fact, and I happened to look back in their kitchen, and it looked like somebody had stuck a hand grenade inside a bag of lettuce. There was lettuce every freaking where, on every flat, unmoving surface in the room, the floor, the tables, and I thought, I've worked in restaurants, and you don't create a mess like that. And I'd already placed my order though, so I was kind of stuck. But that was the last time I ate at that one. I did have Taco Bell a few months ago. A friend of mine said, I want to go through there. And I said, fine, I'll get you something. And they said, well, I'm going to order something for you. What would you like? And I'm like, nothing. And they had an extra one and said, here, you take this. I'm like, okay, I can't be rude. So I had it and I was like, okay, this is fine. It wasn't great. So anyway, Skunk Rocker continues. I don't remember ordering Taco Bell, but apparently I did. And I sent my roommate to go get it. Oh man. Keep in mind that my roommate does not drive and had to walk to the nearest Taco Bell, which isn't that far away, but still walk down to Taco Bell, order food, and walk back. Skunk, please go get that taken care of. I'm serious. If you're having memory lapses and odd behavior, which I think Taco Bell qualifies, I would seriously go get yourself looked at after work tonight, please, sir. All right, for our sakes, because we love you. We really do. And Brian Rodman, for those who missed the show yesterday, check out TED Talks with Ted Davies. TED Talks with Ted Davies, talking to himself again. Oh my God, did you get hit in the head too, Ted? Anyway, we had a great conversation about creativity, comics, purpose in suffering, and our shared adoration for Mike Mignola. Mike Mignola binds us all. It's like the Force. Anyway, and duct tape. Anyway, check it out on YouTube. It is Ted always has a great show. I'm going to catch up with that, I promise. And Carl Wisman says, wow, Skunk, that's not a good sign. The Ninja Genko gives his medical opinion. Damn. And Trevor Hawkins, good morning to you, sir. Hope you're doing well this morning, man. Check in with me later, all right? And hope you're doing well. Please give Trevor some love. His father just went on to the next level of this adventure, and we've been thinking about you constantly, Trevor. And also, Trevor, check out Clever Title Pending last night. The intro. I think you'll like it. Anyway, Skunk Rocker says, yeah, yesterday was a bad day. Today is just really tiring, but I'm not injured or anything. Bull crap, you're not injured. If you're ordering Taco Bell, good God, you need to be wired up someplace. You need the enemas of happiness. And Carleen, he's here. See y'all later. Anyway, good luck, Carly. And let us know how the roof goes. And she meant later. I'm sure she did. Or she wants us altered, which is kind of sinister. And my arm is sore from my shot, and don't sleep on it. Why would I be sleeping on your arm? I mean, I like you to Ninja Genko, but I don't think we've reached that area of our relationship yet, our friendship. But I'm open. I'm not here to judge. Anyway, yeah, I hear that the second shot, which is what we'll be getting tomorrow, Cookie and I both, your arm does hurt a little bit more. The first time it didn't hurt really so much. It's like I could do this, and I was aware there's something in there. Something happened there. But when I raise my arm like this, suddenly it's like, not a sharp pain, but a very distinct pain. And so it's like, okay, all better now. I only look stupid. So yeah, I'm elated that we're going to get that second shot. I am a little bit nervous about the possible results, but my understanding is, and if anyone's had the second shot and had any symptoms, my understanding is that within, you get like what feels like the flu, but within 12 to 72 hours, they're done. You're done with it. And it's not one of those gradual, I'm feeling better kind of things, but it's almost like, oh God, I'm so sick. And then, I'm fine. I'm fine now. So who knows? And noticing that all my comments right now are from YouTube. So anyone who's watching me on Facebook, apparently Facebook is not communicating with StreamYard, so I apologize if I'm not reading your comments. And Skunk ordered Taco Bell as he concussed. That's what I'm saying from the SO Small Press Publisher. I'm thinking there's something seriously wrong with our friend here. And well wishes to you, though. And thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. Oh, here's the cure to everything. Here we go. For you ASMR people. Oh, my God. I just had a coffee-gasm. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome, dear.
Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And ew. Okay, thank you, Mike. And that wasn't about the coffee though. And sorry to hear that. Thank you, Ninja Ganko. And here we go. And Skunk Rocker says, Brian, it was yesterday. I'm fine today. The reason why my arm was numb was because I just had a lot of lifting totes for an hour. Okay, all right. Now that I have context, I'm not panicking for you. Okay. But please note our concern, if you would, please, Skunk. And if you continue to have like like headaches and stuff like that, please go see that and get it looked at. I probably should have checked into a hospital. I actually went to work the next day, just like you. And everybody was wondering why I'm holding on to every flat surface to try to stay upright. It's because the room would spin every time I stood up. But I'm an idiot. Anyway, Mike, Jimmy says, please, man, check out a doctor. That sounds serious. Yeah, see, now, if you hadn't told us that you'd gone to Taco Bell, we wouldn't be so concerned for you. The Skunk Rocker says, this speech-to-text thing, just sometimes I'm trying to work with it, and it never understands me correctly. So I try to fix the error, and it sends the message while I'm fixing the errors. It's dumb. Yeah, I have had that happen too. Because I'm one of those people, and I think Trevor Hawkins will vouch for me, that I try to send what looks like a normal message, that one I've actually taken the time and care to type out. But sometimes I'll use the speech to text thing, and it makes me nuts too. And whoa, that's a great Keanu Reeves imitation there. And thank you, Brian. Love you, brother. Love you, man, so much. And Ninja Ganko says condolences, and then mocks me with his laughter. And Skunk Rocker says, hey, now, I don't like any of this Taco Bell slander. I happen to really like Taco Bell. I just don't like ordering it in my sleep. Oh, my God. Wasn't that an old Romantics tune, ordering in my sleep? I think that was. Anyway. I can hear the secrets that you keep when you place my order to Taco Bell in your sleep. And hey, Skunk, says Pops Van Sant. Hey, Skunk. And Bill Sarton, worse than Taco Bell was the Taco Tico in Terre Haute, Indiana. We used to call it the Botulism Bistro. Hey, there is a place in West Lafayette about 2 years ago, had to close down because they had somebody put their cooties in the food, and somebody died. Somebody really died. I remember Taco Tico. And it's funny also, there was a Taco Tico, I think, in Campus Town in Champaign. Taco John's, that was it. Cookie and I ate there during our honeymoon week, and the next day we both came down with food poisoning. And actually, this is a sign of love when you live with someone romantically and you let them go to the bathroom first. There is no greater love in this world, I'm telling you. Am I right, honey?
That's right.
That's right. I always let Cookie go first. And believe me, she wouldn't have wanted to go after me. Two signs that I love her. But anyway, so we feel the pain. In fact, my intestines are doing Immelmans now, just remembering it. And our thoughts are with you, Trevor, says Carl Witzman. And thank you, Carl. That means a lot. Thank you Thank you, Carl. And we had no side effects from the Johnson & Johnson shot, so we were lucky. No, I don't think it's luck, Carl. I think it worked like it's supposed to. And now you and Carly are going to get superpowers. That's what it is. And Eric Hawkins says you get flu-like symptoms for 12 to 72 hours. You mean just like the flu? Ha, you not getting the J&J shot, are you? No, that's where I start ordering Taco Bell. That's what happens if I get the Johnson & Johnson shot. And yay, Cookie was partially in the frame. For you guys who have a hand fetish, Cookie is your model. She's your pinup girl. And remember, if you support my Patreon enough and you buy enough books from me, we bring Cookie home, and she has promised to do a show with me and show her lovely face. Of course, she doesn't say anything. I can't use her face in promos. So anyway, you are in a number of photos with me, honey. And you look glorious. You do? Of course. See, and she's proud of her humility. And from the desk of a small press publisher, Joe D. McPhee says, Skunk, it's not slander when your preferred meal is burgers. It's unusual behavior after a bump on the noggin. Yes, that seriously. That's it is reason to be concerned. We do worry about you, Skunk, because you are cared for, and that is serious. All right. And Trevor Hawkins, thank you. And you're welcome, says the Ninja. And falling over. Well, have fun falling over, the Ninja Gango. Hope you can make a morning of it. And superpowers, excellent. I want to stretch like Mr. Fantastic, says Carl Witzman, and I can only imagine where. And the Ninja Gango, Taco Bell, everything made out of plants. Now, that's not bad, though. I happen to like the Impossible Burger, and it's not a bad thing. The only thing is I've heard that nutritionally it's not as good as, like, of course, regular beef. And, the usual, we're not going to get into the vegan debate. There is no debate there. Pinch all the gals at a convention and someone else gets slapped. Excellent. Rubs hands together, says Carl Witzman. Oh, much mischief shall happen. And it's going to make the green room a lot more fun. That's what I'm telling you that. I'm going to try to be there this Friday. I really am. I was having issues, again, with Facebook. So we're going to try to get there Friday, if you have one. But please check out Uncle Carl's secret humor page, which is inexplicably getting people. You have to be totally unoffendable, though, and have a good sense of humor. And let's check out any more comments. Mark Leonard from the Prairie. Good to see you, Mark. Hope everything is well, my friend. Facebook is not playing nice right now. And Bill Sarn says, my friend's 86-year-old father got the Johnson & Johnson shot and never had any side effects. Yeah, it's like they have doled out how many million and only 6 people have had this blood clot issue. And now my understanding is the powers that be are doing investigations to see whether the blood clot is directly related to the inoculation. And it might not be. So that's just kind of how it is. And let's see here, looking at all the things. And right, tastes pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't taste horrible, but I prefer authentic myself. And no, Brian, that part doesn't need stretching. Well, you braggart, you. And Proof or Christian Basil will never believe you. And back, things are looking good. Excellent, Carly. Excellent. We've been talking about Carl's new superpowers. And Eric Hawkins says the Impossible Burger has more calories than the regular Whopper and more carbs. I don't know what they were using in that thing. Yeah, seriously. Well, although some plants do have carbs in them. I was told by my doctor last week, said, Brian, you ought to keep your carbs at this level. And, and once my laughter had subsided, it's like, no, my whole diet is carbs, everything but coffee. And if coffee has carbs, then here we go. Period. I ain't giving that up. In fact, it was funny because I got my results yesterday and I took a couple of, health tests because the government paid for them. And one of them was a heart test. I got on an EKG and they found out my heartbeat was low. And I'm like, cool, for the first time in years. And my blood pressure was normal. And I was really proud. I was really pleased with myself. And I don't think I took any medicine that morning. So that's a good sign. Carl Witzman said, I cannot understand why people are asking to join the humor group. I'm shocked. I know, and then we tell people, well, you can't be offended. And then they leave because they are offended. Huh? It's like everyone who doesn't read the terms of service, you know. And did Brian just solicit a pick? What the for Christian? Just for Christian? Trust me, it's just for Christian. And oops, I meant okay. Good thing I understand that. But you know, I figured the first time you didn't pronounce the C. So anyway, the C was silent. No, but we are caught up once again. And I appreciate that. This is a good time to tell you all to please check out the Rising Tide Publications page on Facebook. And hopefully you're watching us from there. And hopefully we have seen some Facebook comments. Now, I don't know what's going on with Facebook right now. It is glitchy with us. And we are hearing it's happening with other people, too. It is not just us. But anyway, check out the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please take a screenshot of this page. And also, please check out the shows. Now, I'm it for today. No one wants to be on Wednesdays with me, and I understand that. I'm an embarrassment to us all. But anyway, tomorrow is going to start out strong with TED Talks timepieces at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Then tomorrow evening, we've got you covered till midnight and beyond, because we're going to start with Comic Book Spectrum. Eric Hawkins, Clyde Hall, Brian Rodman, and myself. We're going to review latest comic releases and talk about our smelliest comics. And we're going to have fun doing that. We welcome your input on that. And Creative is Hale with Amy and John Hale at 8 p.m. Then Stupid O'Clock with Joe Dog McKeel, the Skunk Rocker, hopefully, and the Stupid O'Clock crew at 9 p.m. And stay tuned at 11 for the Stupid After Show, which is always fun. Please check this out. You'll be glad you did. And then Friday, we've got a huge day. I'm starting it out at 10 a.m. And then at 6 o'clock is Drinking with the Davies. The White Russian is the drink of choice that episode. Please check it out. Then at 7 p.m., Michaela Jade's Tidbits and Scribbles will be on, along with 8 p.m., the Historical Fencing Guild with the one, the only Nicholas Anthony Tockert. So please check out what we've got on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. A lot of good shows with more to come. And let's see, here we go. Carl Wisman says, time to feed Cookie. And thank you for that, Carl. And 40 minutes until time to feed Cookie. Well, actually, we are almost at that time now. And hope that you all have a good day. Carl, if you're leaving us, brother, hope you have a good day, too. And after we get our shots, we'll have to talk about getting together some weekend, right? And thanks so much for a great show once again, my friend. Thank you, Brian Rodman, for being here. And thank you for everything you do for us, all right? Go feed Cookie and have a fantastic day, everyone. I can't wait to hang out with you guys tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum. Have fun, be safe, and sniff comics. Oh, yeah, it smells like entertainment. And speaking of Comic Book Spectrum, Brian, check out Crime Syndicate. Yeah, I've got to check into that book. If they have copies at the comic, all the issues so far, how many issues have come out so far? 2? I believe 2. If they have both issues, I may wind up picking that up on your recommendation because you made it sound so very good. There's a lot of good stuff at the comic shop, and that's one of our goals. We are not trying to deplete your wallet. We really are not. But you know, Clyde, Brian, and Eric and I are fired up about comics. Even at our advanced age, we still love going to the comic shop. We still love seeing what's there and reading the joys of every week. And we're excited to share what we love, just like you do, Joe, on your amazing show on Saturday nights. So it's one of our passions, and we're glad to provide a positive viewpoint of it. Because that's Cookie's music.
Wow.
Who is?
I think it's the call center, but it didn't show me who it is.
Oh, that probably needs to be programmed in or something.
I need to figure. Yeah, well, it's
The call center, you mean blood bank?
Blood Center call center.
Blood center. Okay. All right. Tell them to get us in about 2 weeks. We'll be decodified by then. But anyway, but yeah, we love sharing our passion, and there's so many. There are a lot of shows on comics, and a lot of the ones I find are just unrelentingly either negative or they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like I saw one show where the guy was like immediately was talking about, here's all the books that I bought that stunk this week, and I buy every issue. Even though they stink and they've stunk for years and I haven't enjoyed them by buying them. and that they think that the direct sales system started the minute they walked in the door. It's like so much misinformation. We're trying to deliver the truth. So anyway, and just like Joe D. McPhee does on his great show, so please check it out with my compliments. And anyway, thank you. I will check that out, Joe. Thank you. And Cindy Caps is peeking around the corner. Y'all have a great day. I'll catch up with y'all later. Sign up for Rising Tide's newsletter and sneaking back around the corner. Hey, Cindy, thank you for being here despite the burdens of your day. Mwah! CKOEPB.com for the best newsletter and a fantastic series of books. Please check her out on Amazon and also with Bear Publications. And be on the lookout for her very first comic book story based on her novel Animal Eye. It is awesome. And 2 of 6. Okay, if they have both issues, I will pick it up. How's that, Joe? And thank you for the tip. I really do appreciate it. But anyway, that is the show. And we are going to feed Cookie now. We are going to feed Cookie. And Cookie is jubilant. Are you jubilant, honey? She's jubilant. She just said so. So anyway, like I said, please check out the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please give that page a like if you would. Also, a big thank you to the Rising Tide publications page, the Rising Tide broadcast page. That's the one you need to sign up for too. Please give that page a like. But the Rising Tide broadcast page, thank you to them and to the Rising Tide publications page and to Cathy Jackson's Books for hosting our show. Please go to those pages, and if you enjoyed any part of the show at all, please like this show and give us a, like the page that you're watching on as a thank you to your host, all right? Because they didn't have to put us on. And hopefully Facebook fixes that problem with the communications. May have to do some magic on there. We'll see what happens. But I'm not the only one this has happened to. I've seen other broadcasters say the same thing about Facebook not sending your messages over. So I haven't been ignoring you. It's Facebook's fault this time, I'm sure. But also, don't forget our Patreon there. These wonderful people support us, and they are helping keep this show on the air. Believe it or not, there are expenses that are brought up during the course of putting this show on, and we try to bring the best we can to you. Our next goal is to probably get high-speed internet to take care of that problem with the picture that we have that started out the show. It happens every now and then. But that's our next goal. And but anyway, thank you to everyone on this list for your ongoing faith in the Rising Tide mission and in helping us stay on the air. And also check out some of these people, because they also have Patreons of their own, and they're all doing amazing work. I'm so proud of these people and proud to be among them. Thank you all to all my Patreon subscribers. Appreciate you very much. And Pops Van Zandt says, bad vaccines, microchips, you want a zombie apocalypse? Because this is how you get a zombie apocalypse. That's right. I can't wait. And the thing is, if you watch Stupid O'Clock, you hear, they talked about the chip. Now, I'm glad to have it because now Cookie can know where I am when I'm lost in a store. There's an app for it. Yeah, all you have to do is listen. I'll start laughing. You'll zero in on that. Or I'll say something stupid. But no, we have the government tracker now. We're going to be getting the nanites, I think, with this shot. That's why it takes so long. That's why when you see me on Friday, I'll probably have the blood red circle on my chest. My skin will be completely white. And I'll be able to control this show without touching the mouse, just through the power of my mind. And I'll heal instantly, just like Bloodshot. But anyway, and we may have some news on the Bloodshot book, by the way, soon. Stay tuned. But anyway, I was watching Stupid O'Clock, and they were talking about, and I see that we're having internet issues again. See, that's why we want the stronger internet. We want the internet. But anyway, they talked about how there are chips that can go through that tiny little needle, but they don't have a power source. And then I can't remember if it was John or Dan said, well, that's what broadcast energy from the 5G towers are for. And I'm like, problem solved. So anyway, that's okay. Between the chemtrails and the fluoride in the water, your mind will be controlled, and your descent will be ended soon, Pops. Just letting you know. Have a great day. And Skullcracker says, man, y'all got to remember, I do professional wrestling, okay? Oh, that's true. Then how did you get hit? No, you get hit in the ring, too. This isn't the first time I've been hit in the head, and it won't be the last. Trust me, yesterday was just one day of symptoms. Today, I'm fine. Okay, man. but you understand our concern. All right. It's because we do care for you, Skunk. We do. We love you, man. Seriously. But anyway, that Skunk Rocker, we appreciate you getting the last word in. And thank you all for being here this morning. We're going to go feed our woman now and get ready to go to the comic shop later. And we hope you have a great hump day. Hope that you get a chance to, whatever favors you've gotten, that you pass them on to the next person, because that's how you really repay the person who gave you those favors. And think of people right now like Trevor Hawkins and John B. Pica, who are going through some pretty rough times. Please send them some positive energy and prayers, because if you don't think that works, you don't know how the world works. I've got evidence. And so anyway, please check us out. Like I said, check out the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We've got all kinds of great shows. 7 days a week. Oh, I'm so proud of us. And we are fantastic. And the Historical Fencing Guild. Ha! Have a great hump day. Well, you have some good humpage yourself, my friend, Nicholas Anthony Tucker. And don't forget, check him out on the Historical Fencing Guild. Please subscribe to that channel and catch him Friday nights at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time, because he's fascinating. And I love you, Nick. I love you, brother. And so excited to see your future projects coming out. That makes me happy. And anyway, we're going to get over to the page and where we need to be. And like I said, we hope you have a great day, and we hope you think of the people who are not having as great a day as the rest of us are, and hope the better times are coming soon. And do something creative today, because you do improve the world through art. You really do. And hope you check out the shows we've got on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network coming up soon. And we hope you'll join us tomorrow for Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m. We're going to be discussing the latest comic releases, as well as the smelliest comics in our collection, the comics that stink, and see how hard Eric can throw that comic across the room. That's become a specialty of his. Anyway, please check it out. We hope you have a great rest of your day. And let's see, from the National Small Press Publisher, Cookie need to eat other cookie. That's right. We need to get dessert into this woman, and we will do that thing right now. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your friendship and your support. And we will see you tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum, and again at 10 a.m. on Friday morning for another amazing episode of Nevermind the Furthermore with me, Brian K. Morris, and you, the Nevermorians. Also want to thank Plasma Fire Graphics. When the look of your book matters to you, check out plasmafiregraphics.com. Also check them out on Facebook. They can make your books look amazing, and that includes comic books, by the way. Create trailers and promotional graphics, all at small press prices. Check out Jeffrey Hayes, because he's amazing. I said so. And check out our Patreon page, and Brian K. Morris on there, and also check out the other Nevermorians, and check us out on Thursday and Friday, and just, have a great day. That's all I'm asking. All right. So anyway, folks, thank you as always for being here. And let's see, I just can't stop answering things. And Skunk Rocker says, I swear I'll change my like to a dislike if I hear any more slander against Taco Bell. Not from me, then. I cannot do that. Thank you for your like, though. And Stupid Phone, that's supposed to be a like, not a like. Now, Skunk smash. We're going to get out of here before Skunk gets violent. Everyone, thank you for being here for the show. I hope you have a great hump day today, and looking forward to the rest of the week. And as always, folks, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being amazing and awesome and wonderful. And everyone go to eat a Taco Bell, because if you do, Skunk gets his wings. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. Where is that thing? Oh, there we go. Take care. Bye-bye.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Vulcana, Rebirth. of the Chimp is available on
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore. Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on Days Gone By with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on Days Gone By with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.